We're almost through round 1. Do we still get little cutscenes? I can't remember since it's been 2 years. Because, you know, I would stop recording for long periods at a time because of technical difficulties and life difficulties, and finally having to start using this tool, this nifty little tool. Alright. Yes. And now we speed up and make Yoshi slam his head into that machinery. Excellent. I had something else I was going to talk about. I don't remember what it was exactly, but I can go ahead and tell you my next Let's Play. Wario Land! Super Mario Land 3 for the Game Boy. And I'm pretty excited, honestly. Hooey, zooey mama. Yeah, let's do that. That. Well, that ruined that plan. Oh well. Sorry, I'm focused on this final stage of round 1. I don't know when I'm gonna stop this. I have no reason to continue. Oh, such a satisfying sound. We get the Japanese text. You know, everybody gives Nintendo crap, as the kids say, for licensing out Mario so much. But this company, Bulletproof Software, they did a good job. I mean, sure, a couple companies pissed all over their IPs. But you know what? A lot of them did really good jobs, like they do now. Like, everybody's like, oh, Nintendo doesn't do that anymore. You really think that? Because, like, Nintendo doesn't develop their own games that much anymore. Only Splatoon, Animal Crossing, main Mario titles, Zelda titles, and Pikmin. Well, and a few other odds and ends, of course. That's not the right button. I cannot stand playing SNES games with a keyboard, but since this one's so nice and simple, I thought, why not? Oh, sorry, I had to adjust my chair. I knew you heard chair sounds, and now you think I'm unprofessional. I did talk about how I was listening to a lot of old videos on my YouTube Premium free trial, which ran out today. So I'm not paying for YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. Like, I'm not paying for features that used to be free. I understand you want to make more money, but you're Google. Do you really need more money? No thanks. I'm fine with ads. I like ads on YouTube anyway. Like, they're not usually that annoying, and you know, I just like the feeling that I'm supporting YouTubers, you know, mainly because I am one, sorta. Doesn't mean I'm a good one, but, you know, hey. Okay, that works for me! It's a Mario's early years reference. Very topical, very classic. Classy, in fact. The song's growing on me now that we're in the underwater portion. It's more fitting. You know, why do they let you pick... Why can't you change songs in the middle of the game? Or why doesn't it automatically, like, rotate the songs? 'Cause I feel like that'd be a lot better. Like, if you're good at this game, you're going to be playing for hours without, you know, losing. Because we've played quite a bit so far and have not really screwed up much. Alright, I hate to do this. And slam Yoshi's face into the machinery. You know, I thought I had a lot more to talk about. I usually do. I haven't said anything self-depreciating or about practice takes or anything. I'm proud of myself. I am getting better. Told you guys I wanted to get better. It's my 60 Let's Play resolution. Oh, we're finally into the checkerboard pieces. Maybe once we get to the donuts, I'll stop. I don't know though. I'm having fun. But, you know, what's the point? Yeah, buddy. You've already seen me play plenty of Yoshi's Cookie. I could actually finish it, but puzzle games are kind of excluded from my 100% prerogative. Sorry. Wait, why did I think that was gonna work? That makes no sense. Oops. Yeah, the green fella. Wait, oops. No, no, no. Oh, that's painful. Alright, no, I'm determined to get the green guys first. So we did that. That's nice. Get our checker fellas. Checkerboard buddies, as they're officially called by me. So actually, this is kind of weird. Not a lot of people know this. There is one change to this version of the game. The Yoshi no Cookie Kuruppon Oven Day Cookie version of the main game. They added the golden hammer from Wrecking Crew. If you beat the game in under, like the whole game, in under, I can't remember, 20 minutes or 30 minutes, you get the golden hammer from Wrecking Crew. Yeah, it's all powerful. Okay, now I'm regretting the song again. It's obviously C for a reason. But you know what? I'm gonna be unique. How often do you guys hear a Let's Play with this song? Honestly, I wish I did play more puzzle games. I wish I were better at puzzle games. Let's word it like that. Come on. And boy, oh boy, here we go again. And yep, that's gonna make it first. So here we go again. Oh, we did it. Thank God for the Yoshi cookie. I really want to eat one of those. It would be nice. There's not a way to change the song. Select doesn't do anything. Okay. Oh well. Zooey! Hooey! Alright. Yeah! Much better than the last stage. Why don't they swap that? Shouldn't it be stage and then round? But I'm not Bulletproof Software, I'm not Nintendo. What right do I have to insult them? Insult their creativity? Okay, we might actually lose here. We don't have enough flowers. We have plenty of hearts. Whew! Alright, puzzle game commentary is pretty boring when you're not talking about anything unless it's the game. Well, I mean, like, if you're just talking about the game. For a puzzle game, pretty boring. What else has been happening with me? Went to the vet yesterday. Waited a long time, so they gave me a bunch of worm pills for free. That was nice. The vet's too nice, though. You know what's boring? More boring than waiting at the vet? This story. My wife made potato and leek soup last night. First time ever having a leek, and I ate it raw. Tasted just like an onion. Like better than a lot of onions taste raw, so I'm quite impressed with leek. I looked up a lot of leek lore. That was interesting. What was it? Oh, certain types of Buddhist monks refuse to eat leeks because they, quote, excite the senses. And that's my favorite fact of the month. Just thought you guys might want to know that. You ruined my plan. Like, really ruined it. Ha! So, Skyward Sword HD came out. Today's July 27th, 2021. And, I love this. And, my friend Galen, who is in a lot of my videos, who I also have a channel with, Cheesy Delicious. He used to be named the Chaotic Let's Player, but he gave up on that a long time ago. Then he did Austin's Power Plays, gave up on that, because he never wanted to edit videos. So I offered to edit his videos, and then he told me, just throw all of them away. I think I still have them saved somewhere, but now we have new videos that I also have to edit. I also have to edit my videos with Drew for my Chaghetti channel. I have a lot of channels. Of course, I'm going to prioritize this one because this is a long overdue project. I'm getting this the way I want it. Okay, thank you. Oh, but I have not had a chance to open Skyward Sword because, let's see, Galen got it for me as an early birthday gift the day it came out, the 16th of this month. It's been 11 days. I still have not had time to open it. So I decided to stay home today because of my back, but also because my wife and I planned a day off to be a nice indoor, at-home romantic date because I'm killing myself going everywhere constantly. Like, as a kid and a teenager, all I ever wanted to do was stay home all the time. And now that I'm an adult and I set my own hours, it's really painful that I don't ever get to stay home. Like, ever. Like, for in a house that I own and I'm proud of having. You know, it is a mess to keep up with 14 cats. You know. Wait, what? Oh, duh. No, it's too late. I screwed it up. So, I'm taking a few days off since I've been working a lot to try to save up for a car because we blew all of our money going to California. I never did tell California stories. Well, we went to California with our friends Cole and Grant, who have been on the channel before. We get to split the cost for our honeymoon. Oh, we beat round 2. All right. I love the faces the dough makes. I also like this song quite a bit. SNES music is just so good. And the sound effects. Whew, the 90s were the best time. So remember how in the 90s Nintendo could make commercials of people exploding everywhere disgustingly and people would still buy their products? Remember how Panasonic would develop a video game like, oh, Yoshi's Cookie, we've got to use that and only make 500 copies of the game we developed to promote our oven, because that makes sense. To promote something, you really only want to make 500 copies of it. I guess they knew they had wasted their time and it wouldn't sell well. They just wanted to develop a video game. I don't know. Don't ask me. Oh, we don't have enough for anything. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Get it? Because the cookies. It's a laugh track moment right there. Boom! Be honest, those bushes are both beautiful for the SNES, early SNES third party, second party standards, and also really ugly. I said it. I know. Hot take. So Galen and I were watching last time he was here, this guy named Copycat. He's got some really hot takes on Nintendo. So you guys might want to check him out. He makes a lot of people in his comments angry. Alright, I wanted to play it risky, because that's me. That's just who I am. I'm a risk taker. Yeah. Boom, look at that. I'm the Yoshi's Cookie Master! So California, we went to Roswell on the way there. That was fun. Did not see any aliens, sadly. Everybody asks us that, like, you see any aliens? Haha. We gotta ask the same questions over and over. But it was mostly just a tourist trap. And we have plenty of those in Tennessee, surprisingly. Gatlinburg, Tennessee, been there a million times. It's just a tourist trap. It's nice. Like, it's fun. It's not something my wife was that into when we went with my family. But the best part was always the aquarium, but now I'm a vegan and I'm not going to support an aquarium because, well, you know, alright, everybody may think that, oh, aquariums aren't bad, the fish get to swim around, they feed them and all that. Okay, first of all, think about the, like, touch the stingray things. That's awful. You think the stingrays like being touched? That's like having your kids on display, like, oh, touch my kid. Like, yeah, that sounds fucked up. But no, if it's a stingray, it doesn't matter. But, you know, also, there's two types of creatures in this world that need and are accustomed to an infinite amount of space, almost, and that's birds and fish. So keeping those locked up anywhere is kind of screwed up. Like, I get that they have a lot of space in the good aquariums. It doesn't make it better. I'm also not going to a zoo for even worse reasons. As much as I love seeing the animals, and they do love the animals, the workers, most of the time, as far as I can tell, and they take care of them and preserve them. But it's like the argument that, sure, without the meat and dairy industries, cows would go extinct. Would you rather be dead or suffer? I'd personally rather be dead. Well, there's my pretentious vegan argument of the hour. Just something I'm a little passionate about. Just a little LP Master 6 passion for you. Anyway, back to Roswell. Nothing else to say there. I drove the entire way there for like... We had trouble getting our rental car. Like, a lot of trouble. They wouldn't give it to us because we didn't have... Oh, what was it? We had to have a credit card or be 25 or older. None of us had credit cards because credit cards are dumb. Even though my dad is always like, oh, you need a credit card to build credit. I'm never, ever going to use credit unless I have a cosigner. Like, I have my own house, never going to buy a house again. I never intend to move again. So, there goes that. Yeah, I know you guys might be yelling at me for my strategies. I do it while I edit or rewatch the videos. It's just, while I'm focused, this is how I do it. Because I gotta focus on talking and... Oh, shit. Shit. My brain locked up. Cookies. Cookies. Checkerboard. Yes. Okay. Hearts? Do we have enough for hearts? Yes. Oh, God. This might be it, folks. Oh, gee whiz. Gee whiz. This is a real gee whiz moment. Like, the real gee whiz moment. I'm scared. I'm scared, you guys. I'm so scared. Okay. We're gonna work on our green goopy fellas here. You know, those look kind of gross. I wouldn't want to eat those. Alright. We'll just keep doing it this way for now. More green goopy fellas. Like, they really don't look that appetizing. I can see the appeal, but they look like jelly-filled donuts. I'm not a big donut guy. I tried to, like, there's so many foods I wish I liked. Donuts are, of course, one of those foods. But I just can't get into donuts. I'm sorry, everybody. I just can't. I can't believe we saved that. Well, I mean, we are only in round 3. What are some more good California stories? My favorite part of the whole thing was driving through the desert. In Arizona, in New Mexico, the desert mountains were beautiful, but most of all, the just plain desert. When we'd see a sign that would say no, nothing for 100 miles, like no exits for 100 miles, no gas for 100 miles, beautiful. Just strolling along at night, turning those brights on when nobody else was on the interstate, which was shocking because here in Tennessee, everybody's always on the interstate. It's the same way when we went to Atlanta, Georgia, but out there it's just truckers. Oh, Texas was terrible, by the way. Nobody should ever go to Texas. No offense to Texans, but it sucked. Because the gusty winds were terrible. Like, we saw a semi-truck fishtail. Also, every time we were in Texas, it stormed. I saw a semi-truck get struck by lightning directly in front of us, and it was the coolest thing ever. But we finally found out for sure whether the rubber in our tires would reflect lightning somewhere else. And it does. Thank God. But we saw a lot of cool stuff out there. But my favorite was seeing those 10-foot tall cactuses at night in the desert, listening to music, hanging with the fellas and my wife. I regret taking other people. That was obnoxious. But we couldn't afford it just by ourselves. One of the members of our two-person family, excluding all the cats, of course, likes to not be the most responsible with money. And it's not me. It is me sometimes. But the only thing I ever spend on myself are games for LP Master 6. Like, the only time I add to my game collection, because I never buy new games for myself. I ask for them for my birthday, which I actually have already started celebrating with my niece. That's why she stayed the night, and we took her to the pool, and that was fun. But I don't know what I'm going to do on my actual birthday, hanging out with friends the day before, but I've never had this issue of what do I do on my birthday. As a kid, I would throw these huge parties, and had a ton of people over, and I was always the greedy little awful child center of attention. And now, like, I've talked before about how I have a lot of issues with my best friends, as in keeping them around. Some of them, I just, we're adults, so we don't just sit around and talk as often as we used to, which sucks. But sucks butt, yeah, sucks butt. I'm sorry. Okay, we are killing it. Sorta. And, one of my best friends, Cody, been on this channel before, is in jail because he went to rehab, court-mandated rehab, and smuggled drugs into there, so nice one, Cody. Oh, I haven't been able to talk to him. He's got his son's probably almost a year old. I mean, not almost. He's over 6 months. He has to be. Which really sucks. Like, Cody was I was so close to him for such a long time. And he will steal from his best friends. Now, for drug money, constantly asking for money, it's so sad. I miss that guy. Alright, we need to start alternating so we don't flood ourselves. Ooh, nice one. Ooh, yeah. Where else did we go? We went to San Diego and hung out with a guy named Sushi and played mini golf. That was my favorite part of actually doing something. Spent a day with my wife, and since I have an expired military ID, I may or may not have forgotten it was expired. Who knows? Got into a lot of places for free, and I kept trying to tell the guy I'm not actually in the military. It's because my dad was in the military. He said, no, you and your dependent, as in my wife, get in this museum for free. San Diego Museum of Art. We went to the Museum of Modern Art, and that was interesting. It was exactly what I wanted a Museum of Modern Art to be. Oh my god, this is it, guys. I think this is it. Maybe not, maybe not. All right. Sorry, keep getting focused. We also went to... Oh, there were a lot of places we went. Toured a boat. That was okay. Went to the Winchester Mansion. Turns out you had to have reservations. You know, the Winchester Mansion where a woman went crazy after her husband, the gun maker, you know, famous of Winchester guns, died, and she kept adding doors to nowhere in the house. But you had to have reservations to get in, so we could only do the garden tour. And it sucked. We tried to sneak in. It was on lockdown. We could not find a way to sneak in. We did take a magnet from their gift shop, though. Oh, a keychain. Both? I can't remember. So we do have that. Actually, I think Grant has those. I don't think we kept any of that. Oh, we went to this place in Santa Fe called Meow Wolf. I guess you'd call it an art experience? It was really cool. It was one of the best things we went to. I wouldn't call it a museum. I wouldn't call it... I don't know what to call that. It was an experience, though. Very unique. Pretty cool. They even had their soundtracks for their museum, like the music, the score they played throughout the halls on Spotify. How cool is that? I'm trying to think of half the stuff we did in California. We went to Santa Fe on the way back. We thought about stopping through Vegas. Oh, Yosemite was the main thing my wife wanted to do on our honeymoon. Turns out you had to have reservations, and they started that 3 days before we got there. So after we planned the full vacation, they suddenly, with no announcement, said that everybody had to have reservations to get in and see some mountains. Of course, they did it because they get more money that way. The reservations are more expensive than a parking ticket into, oh god. Oh wait, this isn't the way we need to be doing it. Oh god. Oh, on stage 10. Oh well. Couldn't think of very many good stories anyway. My wife gave money to a homeless person in San Francisco. That was nice. But we did all of those other modes already in my Yoshi's Cookie Let's Play. Not that I finished any of them. But remember, the puzzles were done by the creator of Tetris. Did you know that Tetris was commissioned by the Soviet Union government? I didn't know that until recently. There's your fact of the day. I'll see you in Wario Land. I'm LP Master 6.